Growing up, I didn't really read much of Winnie the Pooh or have his stories told to me or anything like that. I'm not that familiar with Winnie the Pooh. Um, of course, all the characters and the voices and the images, they're pretty iconic. It's hard not to know of Winnie the Pooh and his friends and Christopher Robin and all his friends. It's hard not to have at least heard those at least once or seen them once. So I am familiar with Winnie the Pooh and what he's like. I basically knew that he's hungry all the time. He loves honey. He gets stuck in his, in a bunch of holes or whatever. And, Eeyore's sad all the time. He likes being sad. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen anything with them, and I know these things. So, what really compelled me to go see Christopher Robin? It's hard to say. I saw maybe the trailer. I skipped through the trailer and I thought, okay, this looks alright. But I went to go see it anyways. And I do not regret it. This movie was... your first mistake would be to think that this is a kid's movie. That's also something the adults can enjoy. But it's really not. It's surprisingly aimed at adults who grew up with Winnie the Pooh, and also light enough that you can take your kids and they can enjoy it. There's something for them there. But everything down from the plot, the character that Christopher Robin is, the story is of a man. It's not about a little boy. It's the lighting, the dialogue, the cutting. It's all very not children's like. It's not a children's film. It's shot like it was a adult drama with light elements to it. And that's interesting. I didn't expect that. For example, and I know these are two completely different films, but a film like Paddington, also about a talking bear, and it's also a family film. That's more geared towards children, I'd say. Everything in the way it's shot, in the way it's lit, in the way the dialogue's written, and what the story's about. It's definitely a child's tale. The protagonist is a child. And sure, we get the adult side characters in Paddington who have their story and their arc, but it's really a children's film, and the protagonist is a child. But it's also got enough for adults to enjoy. And that's the difference between a movie like Paddington and Christopher Robin, is one's for children that adults can also enjoy, whereas the other, and this is Christopher Robin, is for adults but children can enjoy. And I wasn't expecting that. I enjoyed everything from the humor, surprisingly funny. There's some good laughs in here, some good tender moments as well. The voice work on all these characters it's hard not to like it. I honestly don't want to meet anybody who would be annoyed by this movie. This is a great movie. It's just tender and well made, well written. It doesn't really feel goofy. If you're an adult and you pay to go see this, you won't feel like an imbecile who paid to see a children's movie. It's perfectly meant to be enjoyed by adults of 25 and up or whatever. As I mentioned, the protagonist is an adult. He's Christopher Robin, and he's got to be probably 30 something in this movie. I can't remember if they said how old he was, but he's been through World War I or World War II. He's found love. He has a child. He's a busy man, busy father. He's an adult now. He went through rough boarding school and the loss of his father. He's had a hard life, and we see Christopher Robin go through what most adults go through, and that's a hard life. And we get to see, or more specifically, is we get to see what most adults go through, which is a loss of innocence and adopting responsibility and harsh realities. And we get to see this happen to a beloved child character, and the whole plot is about him rediscovering his innocence, or his gentler side. I like that the movie didn't go easy on him. They kind of have a moment where they just keep calling him a heffalump, and they keep antagonizing him, and that kind of makes him want to fight it. He wants to prove them wrong. He's not so bad, and his arc kind of ends, and is resolved halfway through the movie, and the movie then decides, okay, but now Pooh and Madeline have to go through their arc, and we got Christopher Robin in the Thousand Acre Forest have his story. Now all these iconic little animal characters, Piglet, Tigger, Eeyore, Pooh, they got to go into the other world, into the real world, and have their little adventure with Christopher Robin's daughter Madeline, and kind of have Christopher Robin reinforce his belief in sticking to his family and sticking to his gentle side, and never forgetting that, never forgetting the friends he made when he was a child. And I thought that was a fun way to make an adventure story. I think I was always trying to guess the ending, and it's like, oh, okay, he's gonna, they gotta race to get a document to him, or else he's gonna lose his job and the job of all his coworkers. But then they keep giving you obstacles. Whoever wrote this, they clearly know. Present obstacles constantly. Don't try to be one step ahead of the audience. And again, just another way this movie kept outsmarting me and surprising me. I went in with little expectations and underestimating it, and if you go in like that, as I did, you're definitely going to be impressed, and I doubt you'll dislike it. I'm pretty sure it's just that likable a film. Yeah, definitely. It's funny, it's endearing, tender, heartwarming, and it doesn't treat you, most importantly, it doesn't treat you like a kid or like an idiot, or like you're wasting your money and time watching this. This is a children's movie. If you're any age, no matter what, you're gonna have a good time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta give it, I don't know, a 9 out of 10. If I'm being generous. 9 out of 10. Thumbs up, whatever. Yeah, go see it. It's good. Can't wait. I hope to see more Disney movies like this, geared towards adults, and still for the whole family, but, that it's a smarter movie, doesn't treat you like an idiot, isn't just flat out goofy. Anyways, that's it. That's my review.